Hello everybody and welcome to the Ask DJV show. This is episode 19. I'm DJ Valori. Thank you so much for joining us this week. And first I'd like to kick things off and say, aren't we glad that spring is finally here, right? It's been a crazy winter, cold, brutal winter, and I'm really glad, at least myself, that spring is here. So happy spring to you as well. As we record this episode, I wanted to focus on 5 ways that your hotel or your small business can grow your Twitter followers and engagement and value of your brand. And about a year ago, when I started my own Twitter social media marketing plan, I had about 1,500 followers that over the years have kind of just started to follow me, and it had grown very slowly. But we put a plan in place together to kind of get me out there more and to be more involved on Twitter. That's worked tremendously well. As we record this episode, we're coming up on 4,000 Twitter followers, which I'm really excited about and really proud of. And I wanted to share with you what's worked for me, at least, over the last year or so. And it's maybe some tips, some pointers that you might want to apply to your own business or your own hotel. So the first thing you want to do is you want to connect with your clients, right? So if you've got a corporate account at a hotel that you've been working with that already drives business to you, or a small business that has a particular client that's already doing business with you, that's a perfect place to start to reach out to those people. They already trust you. They're doing business with you already. It's not a stretch for them to actually start following you and seeing and engaging with you as it relates to the content that you're posting. You also want to connect with your peers within the industry, even some of your competitors, see what they're posting and putting out there. Once you connect with your peers, you're actually going to increase your level of authority or your credibility, I should say, on Twitter, and your profile will start to increase and get visibility. And as a result of that, new people will start following you because of the fact of who is following you. That's really important. So always go out and look for your peers, industry consultants, and start following them and start engaging with them as well. You want to also connect with high-value prospects, right? So when you're connecting with high-value prospects, these are accounts that you're trying to get. You want to engage with them, see what they're talking about, and start developing and putting out content that would be of relevance to them and of importance to them. This will capture their interest in you as a Twitter account and actually start following you, and you'll have engagement opportunities by the fact that they're following you and growing your client base as well. You want to also share valuable content very frequently, right? Don't set up a Twitter account and post once or twice or 3 times a week. Get on it 2 to 3, 4 times a day. Start putting out unique content because that's what's going to drive engagement. And then also start retweeting other people's content. Share the love, right? Everybody loves it when their content gets retweeted or shared with other people and gets favored, right? Meaning that they've read it and they liked it. So it's important that you do the same with people that you're following. They will see that, and that's called sharing the love on Twitter, right? So you're giving kudos to people that you admire and that you're engaging with on Twitter. So that goes a long way. And finally, I like to say, you know, as I've said in many episodes previously, social media is easy and it's hard, right? So the same thing applies with Twitter. It's easy to set up and easy to get started, but you really need to put the time and effort to make it grow over time. Especially, it's going to take 6 months, a year or so before you start really seeing some good numbers on the engagement side as well as your follower side. So as with anything in life, anything that's worth doing takes time and patience. So I would say, make sure you have those in place. But definitely use these particular tips that I've given you today to slowly grow your Twitter business, and you will start to reap long-term rewards for your account. So thanks again for joining us this week on the Ask DJV show. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can stay in touch when new videos actually come out on a weekly basis. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.